Hi, my name is Alan Pierre and welcome to Afrique Today. This is the Sunday guest. We are live in 4 platforms: Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and our website www.afriquetoday.com. If you're watching us from Cameroon, from Nigeria, go ahead, download Afrique Today application and you will be able to watch us live right on your phone. Okay, today I have a very important guest. I have a pleasure to receive here on Afrique Today Mr. Benedict Phillips, National President Association of Bond Miners Inc. Welcome to Afrique Today.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Alan, for having me. It's a pleasure.
Mr. Benedict, tell me a little bit about you.
Well, first up, so thank you so much again. My name is Benedict Phillips. I'm the national president of the Association of Bong Miners in the United States. I was elected last year at a convention, and this is our first convention going on. This is our first year in July. July the 7th will make me the 1 year in office. It's a community organization that is geared towards helping the community from where we come in Bong Mines, Bong County, Liberia. It was the mining community. So they mine iron ore at that community. It was a concession area. But as you all know, there was a civil conflict in Liberia, and all of that is now history. And so the war has affected us, and now we're rebuilding. We're trying to come back and refocus on the community that we once called home and help out.
If I understand you from Liberia, and you're the National President Association of Bond Miner Inc.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me a little bit more about that association.
All right. So the association, again, is to bring bone miners together. So that community was a very unique, thriving community at a time. It gave us a foundation in life that gave us that buttress us into whatever we are today. It gave us then good health, good education, solid foundation in life that we could thrive on. And that community is no longer as it was. It is no longer, and we are trying to kind of reinstate that community life. First and foremost, for those of us here in the United States, we want to, or in the diaspora as a whole, we want to make sure that we reinvigorate that community life. We care about each other. We are concerned when one thing happens to a community member, it happens to all of us. And we want to bring that whole community life back again, how we knew each other before. And secondly, those that are now still in that community in Liberia, in Bong County, we want to be able to provide basic services to them, whether it's in health, whether it's in education, whether it's in sanitation. We want to be able to provide those basic needs for them because the forces are pretty much against them because of the war, Ebola, and all of these other tragedies that have happened. And we want to be able to help them have a decent basic life.
Well, this is very interesting. I just want to remind you now, you're watching now the Sunday guest. I have a pleasure to have here Mr. Benedict Phillips. He's the National President Association of Bond Miners Inc. He's here on Afrique Today. You watch us from Facebook. You can just send your question. You can also send your question using YouTube, or you can go ahead and just call us. Mr. President, how many members do you have?
Currently, we have 123 members, primarily in the United States. our focus is to spread that pretty much to grow that membership.
Yes,
So-
I know you want to talk about the focus. No, we will come back to that question a little bit later. And what people need to do to become member?
Great. So there are two ways you can become member. So obviously, if you are from Bong Mines, you are a member regardless. If you're married to a Bong Miner, you are a member. If you're a friend of a Bong Miner, you can become an associate member. So anyone pretty much can be a member, either as an associate member or as a person from Bong Mines. And membership is open. Our friends, our relatives, our families, our neighbors, our co-workers can even become associate members if they wish to, because the goal is to be focused on our objectives of providing basic human services to the folks back home in Liberia, in Bong Mines, Bong County.
This is very interesting. You say 120?
We have 123 registered members. We think in the United States there's definitely at least over 1,000 Bong miners, and we want to reach those.
What people need to do to become member? Do you have a course for that, or what they need to do to become member?
So there's an annual fee of membership fee is $100 a year.
Okay.
That gives you membership into the association. We track that basically during the conventions that we have every year. You pay a membership fee, you are issued, you are given membership, and then you are given all the possibilities that become, so you are registered onto our we have a roster, we place you on there, and we communicate with you. We share all the information from the community on our platforms, and you are basically part of that platform.
Okay, later you will give us if you have a website or how we can contact your association. I just remind you now, you're watching now the Sunday Guest, and we are live on 4 platforms: Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and our website www.africtoday.com. If you watch us from Liberia, go ahead, download Afrique Today apps for Android and iOS is available, and you will be able to watch us live right now. Before we go, we ask another question to Mr. President. We will take a small break, and we will right back after the break. See you.
Young John, the wicked producer.
Oh yeah, oh, come by Winnie B. Oh, my love shape your sorrow. Oh, I'm a tika. Oh, my love la la people. Oh, yeah, Joby mommy. Oh, yeah, Joby daddy. Oh, yeah, Joby low. Oh, my love Joby. Oh, come by Winnie B. Oh, my love shape your sorrow. Oh, I'm a tika. Oh, my love la la people. Oh, yeah, Joby mommy. Oh, yeah.
Salut et bienvenue dans un monde d'innovation où nous allons vous faire vivre et découvrir des différentes interviews, des publics reportages extraordinaires, des débats avec des potentiels invités. Alors ne ratez surtout pas le direct tous les dimanches à partir de 15h avec notre correspondant Alain Pierre du côté des États-Unis, présenté au Cameroun par Monsieur Joël Chuenia, Nancy Ngoc et Lewis Sandis sur votre chaîne panafricaine. Afrique Today.
Thank you for the break. Welcome back to Africa Today. This is the Sunday Guest. My name is Alain Pierre. You're watching now the Sunday Guest. I have a pleasure to have here to our studio Mr. Benedict Phillips. He's the National President Association of Bong Miners Inc. Welcome back to the studio.
Thank you so
Mr.
much, Alan. Thank you. Thank
We
you.
was talking a little bit about your organization, okay? And in the first part, you just try to tell me a little bit about your association. No, I want to know what is the objective for this association.
So the primary objective, there are two I would name tonight. Basically, again, we all no longer live in our community that we all grew up in. We live now in the United States. We are all scattered around the world. Our first objective is to bring all of us together as a family once again. And then our second objective, obviously, is to support the basic needs of the folks that are currently living in our community that we once had. And that's basically, as I said previously, providing basic services to them, whether it's health, education, or sanitation, or empowerment of whatever. We want to be able to give back to the community that once gave us that foundation I talked about earlier.
Okay, thank you so much for that. And what is your focus this year?
So this year we are focusing on the hospital. I'll tell you, Pierre. So growing up, the Bong Mind Hospital was a very, very good, reputable for African understanding, one of the best you could ever go to. So we have preventive services. We had every specialty at that time. But now, as you know, Liberia suffered a civil war in the late 80s that lasted over 14 years. And all of those services are no longer, obviously. The hospital is lacks the basic services there. I visited there last year, and what I saw was just basically heartbreaking. So we came back and we kind of really got in contact with certain folks at the hospital and government levels as well to see what we can do to provide a setting for basic health needs for the people. I tell you, there was one doctor for over, I think it was 173,000 people that live around there, and that alone, that's not feasible. People are dying from pretty much diseases that can be preventable or even curable every day. So we want to be involved into that. So what we're trying to do is use the existing infrastructure we have there. The hospital has a very good foundation, so it was built well. But the inner structure, it doesn't look like somewhere where you can go and seek health services. So we are trying now to raise money to restructure the hospital. And so that's what we're doing this year. We're focusing on just health, restructuring the hospital. After that is done, then we can use we can use our friends and neighbors who are volunteering as doctors and nurses here in the United States and Europe to go and provide basic health services there. Because you can take a doctor to a village, but if you don't have the infrastructure, or you don't have the setting where he can be a doctor or she can be a doctor, that person becomes totally useless. So we want to help restructure the hospital this year. So we're raising money to make sure that we do that, and then move on to phase 2 of actually providing basic health services like medical missions, and providing equipment that will work there for them, and medical supplies.
Yes, Mr. President, we know you will have soon a fundraising. We will talk that in the last part of our show today.
Okay.
I just try to know, I just want to come back for the membership for your association. I know the people pay money for 1 year. While they pay that, what kind of benefit they have? So what kind of benefit someone have when he become member?
So the benefits are enormous. Obviously we had these annual conventions. Membership allows you into the most of the functions that we have, like if it is a ball, if it is a fundraising ball, members who pay their annual membership go into those free. And obviously, again, the idea of feeling part of the community, feeling part of a whole. And we have to collect membership, obviously, because every organization has to have some form of way to have a basic we have to have a basic fundraiser. No, I'm sorry. We have a basic foundation from which we can have regular income, because this is all voluntary. So we have to have some way of getting funds as a base, and then we should be able to build on that base.
Okay, before we go to the break and before we're talking more about that fundraiser, I want to know how long your association, when your association was created?
So, the association itself has been in existence for, I will put it, over 20 years. In the U.S., the Association of Bong Miners have been, this is just a revamping effort of it, actually. We've had different spurts of attempts to really put it back together, but this was actually achieved last year in the city of Philadelphia, where we finally came together and said, this is to help people in Liberia. People of Liberia need to be able to help themselves first. So we came together and realized, especially when I came off that trip, we said we need to be able to come together now as a serious unifying force to be able to help our community. So this is the revamping of the Association of Bong Miners, pretty much. So it's been a year since we then really tried to pick up the pieces again. The organization was registered officially as a business entity in the United States in 2004. But there were just basic spurts of chapters work, different cities. But now we've really come together as putting it back together and looking forward to help the folks.
And you are the first president of this association, right? Or you used to have a president first?
I would say there were chapters that had presidents. So they were the Association of Bong Miner Incorporated had chapters, and the chapters had presidents, but there were no national president. But yes, I think I will be the first national president.
The national. I just try to understand about the member. The member is only people from Liberia, or the member can be people for another country?
The person can be from any other country. So you have associate membership. So again, and they are members as well. So like my neighbor, for example, pays he's paid his due last year and this year, so he's also a member. He's not from Liberia at all, but he is a member of the Association of Bong Miners. He's an associate member, yes.
Okay, that means currently you have some member not from Liberia.
That is correct.
Okay.
That is correct.
the only thing to become member is to pay that fee.
Correct. That is correct.
Okay.
That is correct.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. President. I know you have a fundraising who coming soon. It will be in July. We will speak that right now. Just will return to us to take a little bit break. I just want to remind everyone that you're watching now Africa Today. This is the Sunday guest, and I have a pleasure to have here to Africa Today studio Mr. Benedict Phillips. He's the National President Association of Bond Miners Inc. He's here on Africa Today to tell us about his association and about his fundraiser. We will talk about the fundraiser right now, just after the break.
It's Young John, the wicked producer.
Oh yeah, oh, come by Winnie B. Oh, my love shape your sorrow. Oh, I'm a tika you. My love la la people. Oh yeah, Joby mommy. Oh yeah, Joby daddy. Oh yeah, Joby low. Oh, my love Joby. Oh, come by Winnie B. Oh, my love shape your sorrow. Oh, I'm a tika you. My love la la people. Oh yeah, Joby mommy.
Salut et bienvenue dans un monde d'innovation où nous allons vous faire vivre et découvrir des différentes interviews, des publics reportages extraordinaires, des débats avec des potentiels invités. Alors ne ratez surtout pas le direct tous les dimanches à partir de 15h avec notre correspondant Alain Pierre du côté des États-Unis, présenté au Cameroun par Monsieur Joël Chuenia, Nancy Ngoc et Lewis Sandis, votre chaîne panafricaine. Africa Today.
Welcome back to Africa Today. This is the Sunday guest. I just want to remind you we have here Mr. Benedict Phillips. He's the National President Association of Bond Miners Inc. Just remember, you can watch us off at 4 platforms: Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and our website www.africtoday.com. Remember, you can watch us at the same time at that 4 platform. Also, you can watch us using the Africa Today mobile app. Just you need to download that. Mr. President, your association has 123
members. 123 members.
123
Active.
members. I hope all the members will have Africa Today app.
Yes. Absolutely. Africa Today. That I'm going to push that.
Okay.
Yes.
We hope
Yeah.
all the members,
Yes.
all the 120 will have Africa Today.
Absolutely. Okay.
Because what we do for the community is very important.
Yes,
and
indeed.
you are here
Yes,
now.
absolutely.
And we want to talk right now about your fundraiser. I know you have a fundraiser who will be for a fundraiser. It will be on July 7th. It will be in North Carolina. Can you tell me a little bit more about that fundraiser?
Yes, indeed. So we are very excited this year to be hosting our national convention in the convention for the Association of Bong Miners in the United States and the diaspora as a whole in Charlotte, North Carolina, to basically raise money for the hospital. That's the key this year. We're going
That means you want to build a hospital.
we want to refurbish the hospital that I
okay,
talked
okay.
about. I don't want to defeat myself, but it's tough to just build a new hospital. We want to use that existing infrastructure, that particular hospital in Bone Mines, but fix it up, put ceilings, walls, beds, make it feel and look like a hospital. So we're going to be raising money for that this year. Again, we have plans to put equipment into there. We have plans to put medical supplies into there. In Liberia currently, there's, for example, just one CAT scan, or CT scan in Liberia is very inaccessible to most of the population there. It is farther away from them. We are looking at in the future, if all of these endeavors are successful, well, we want to be able to make that hospital one of the best hospitals. And I tell you, Alan, even though it is going to be in Bong Mines, Bong County, Bong Mines, Bong County is very central to Liberia. Most people nowadays, the only thing they do is health tourism, which is if you have a little bit of money, you can travel to Ghana or Nigeria or other places where the health structure is a little bit different and have services there. But our country, most of our people are not so fortunate to be that way. So that hospital, even though it be in Bong Mines, it will help a lot of Liberians. It will help a lot of our people. Instead of leaving to go to Ghana or any other place, it can help them right there. It would just take a car, take a car, then a plane, pretty much.
Oh, this is very interesting. And I think Africa Today will be a major partner for that convention.
Thank you.
He will be July 7. We will try to cover your convention.
Thank you very much.
Make sure all the community know about your event. Remember, we just push out. I think we already speak about that. We just push out a new application, buy a ticket, and you will be able to use that to make your event successful.
We appreciate that.
That means, do you have already a sponsor for that convention?
Yes, we think Africa
Today.
Africa Today. No, yes, we do have sorry. So what we try to do up here is bring this thing, make it real, like a community like. So in Charlotte, North Carolina, for example, where this convention is going to be held, we are engaging businesses, whether African businesses, European or American businesses, I'm headed out there today, as a matter of fact, to try to engage some of our sponsors there to be more involved. So, but yeah, it's open to, we would take anything right now because the cost that cost is very important to us. We want to make sure that we succeed in that.
I think July 7 is like
2 weeks away.
It's like soon.
Yes, it's 2 weeks away.
Okay, then we July soon is soon done, and what you already did, you have like a flyer. What you already did to make that convention successful?
So we've been very instrumental in making sure that our folks on the ground are very in tune to the convention date and everything else, and really reaching out to folks. And we have flyers. We are putting our flyers on Facebook, which is our primary platform. And we are using WhatsApp to our members. We have a WhatsApp link for all of them, so they are able to spread the word as well. And we do have a web page, which is bongminers.org. You can go on there as well. We also have a link there to make contributions, to make donations and all that stuff.
I just want to correct something. It will not be, your convention will not be in 2 weeks. It will be next week. It will be next week. It will be next Saturday.
That is correct.
Yes, it will be.
That is correct. That is correct.
It will be next Saturday. The people, the people will try to come. We will try to reach more people.
Very good.
To come to that convention. Anyone can come to that convention.
Anyone can come to that convention. It's open. We want anyone to come. It is anyone who shares our values into making sure that our communities have basic health services, that educational infrastructure is intact, that basic human services are attended to can come.
Okay, if someone wants to come to that convention, what he need to do, where he need to go?
So one of two things. You can message us on Facebook. You can go to our website. You can call me directly. We have an open door policy. You can call me directly, and I can give you my phone number directly here without anything attached.
The registration needed to come to the convention?
No registration is needed. If you pay $100, you'll even become a member, and you can come. And
if you don't pay?
If you don't pay, you can still come. However, you'll be charged for entrance.
Okay.
So
how much the entrance?
The entrance is $35 for couples and $20 to enter.
Okay. That means if someone
for singles, yeah.
Okay, for single. And
Yeah.
where someone can purchase the ticket?
The tickets can be purchased either by messaging us, and we will mail you your ticket.
Okay, and just want to remind everyone, now you're watching Afrique Today. This is a Sunday guest. I have the pleasure to have here Mr. Benedict Phillips. Is the National President Association of Bong Miners Inc. is here on Afrique Today. If you watch us, if it's from Liberia, if you watch us from Liberia, go ahead, download Afrique Today app, and you will be able to watch us live right now using your phone. I think we almost on the end. I see I see the technique tell me the time is almost almost over. What you want to say to the people who watching us now, if to come to that convention?
So two things I want to say. Obviously, I want to make sure that we have a great turnout this year at our convention in Charlotte, North Carolina. It's July the 6th, 7th, and 8th, but the 7th is the big fundraiser to come and support us. The next thing is this. Look, even though this hospital is going to be, or what our project is this year, this hospital is going to be in Bong County. For Liberia, even though it's in Bong County, it will benefit a lot of other Liberians. It's not just the folks there. I could not stress that point enough, that it's central to it will benefit a lot of folks who cannot afford to travel out of the country to get care. So we want to make sure that everybody comes out and support us. This is a good cause that we want to make sure that we align everybody with us, and we look forward to seeing everyone in Charlotte, North Carolina. And if you can't come, pay $100 or even more if you can. Pay $100. Even if you can't come, whatever. I'm lowballing people here at Sims, but any amount counts. Any amount counts. I know how it is. It's tough in the United States, but we are better off than the folks back home. So I would like to appeal to everyone to come.
How to contact you?
Please, you can contact me several ways. I am on Facebook, Benedict Phillips, and then there's also an open group, the Association of Bong Miners in the Diaspora. It's on Facebook group. You can go on there and contact us. You can also call 703-994 6384. That is my direct number as the president of the Association of Bone Miners, and we can take it from there. We our banking services are with Wachovia Bank and Bank of America, so it makes it easier for anyone who wants to use banking services as well.
Why is very interesting. We are now you watching now Afrique Today. This is the Sunday guest, and we live on 4 platforms: Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and our website www.afriquetoday.com. You can also go ahead and download Afrique Today app, and you will be able to watch us live right from your phone. Okay, it was my pleasure to have here Mr. Benedict Phillips. He's the National President Association of Bone Miners Inc. I want to remember that association does have 123 members, registered members, and they organize a fundraiser on July 7th, 2018. It will be at North Carolina. Then if you would like to participate, that just contact Mr. President. They just give you the phone number. You can contact the association. You can go to Facebook, just put Benedict Phillips, or put Association of Bone Miners. You will see the groups, and you can also contact that association if you want to participate at that convention. Mr. President, it was a pleasure to have you today.
Thank you so much. Thank you, and I want to really thank you for really having us here. It means a lot to us. We really put a lot into this. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you to be with us today. Don't forget to download Afrique Today app, and see you next Sunday. Bye.
Thank you.